Over the last number of years, the biggest, and we've talked about this in our strategy, the biggest opportunities that we have seen have been on the commercial and industrial side. I keep saying in every investor meeting I do that your industry has been very good for our industry because, the focus on ESG, the focus on reduction in Scope 1 and Scope 2, it means that, price, while it's important, it's secondary to the progress that they're making in reducing their commercial and industrial, reducing their carbon emissions on the commercial and industrial customers. Domestic, though, is slower to transition because the customer, has a choice, and the customer, as we all know, and the consumers have been under pressure. So, upgrading your energy systems in your homes is expensive. We just announced today, which we think is a really interesting strategic development for us, the acquisition of a business called Next Energy in the UK, which is a market leader actually in providing domestic transition services to customers in the low-income sectors of the market. And this is funded effectively by it's funded from utility bills, it's funded by the local authorities, and that is the fastest to transition segment of the market. And there's 17 million households in the UK that are, opportunities for us to help those customers to decarbonise. So I think that's a really interesting development for us on the domestic side. But over the next number of years, commercial and industrial is going to be where we see the greatest growth in energy transition.
Donal, can I ask you about the natural gas landscape and how that plays into the dynamic? Because I know a lot of us are looking forward to getting the sunscreen out and the tower looking forward to summer, but I know the energy market's planning ahead to winter and what those stockpiles should look like. So how would you describe the landscape at this stage?
Yeah, and natural gas is a smaller part, Karen, of our business. Our liquid gas business is mainly off-grid, so we supply propane to our customers, and the landscape, certainly on a product supply side, is fine. We've been investing in the infrastructure. We made a major investment in the UK market, building a big storage facility in Avonmouth to ensure that we have reliability and availability of product during the peak winter months for our customers. But I think as we look forward, one of the hardest things to call in the energy markets is the geopolitical impact on both availability of product and the pricing of product. So we're a price taker. We're not a supplier or we're not a producer of the product. We supply the product to the end customer, and our job is to make sure we get the product to the customer as cost effectively as possible. And if I look forward, I don't see any particular issues in us doing that. But who knows what will happen in the world over the next number of months.
The healthcare segment of the business up 4.6%. There's a split view around the set about supplements and their value at this point. I've got to say I'm kind of signed up on the gummies and tablets page. What are you seeing in terms of trends at this stage? Where is the momentum? Because this has been something we were talking about during COVID. There was a lot more interest in this part of the market. How much of this is carried on, and where is the interest now in terms of the trends in the industry?
Yeah, no, look, it's really interesting, Karen. Like if we look back, through COVID, we had 2 years in our healthcare business of 34% year-on-year growth. About half of that was organic, way ahead of where the market is growing, and that's because everyone wanted to take supplements to ensure that they had strong immune systems through the COVID pandemic. We then went into a period where the industry was overstocked with products. So and everyone, I think, on listening to the show regularly, from the ingredients players to the brand players, talking about destocking within the market. Our business on the supplement side, we're a world-class contract manufacturer for some of the world's leading brands. So we're right at the start of the process. And now we're seeing, in the second half of the year, we're seeing the demand coming back into the market. The oversupply has passed through, and, we're very confident about the growth within the health and beauty sector of our business. That's a market that typically grows 6 to 7% per annum. And, the higher growth areas are on the more complicated products, supplying and dealing with various different therapeutic areas, which is our sweet spot. So, really positive about the opportunities within the health and beauty sector. And as you rightly say, Karen, and if you come into my household, it is full of supplements, and that's not because we produce them. It's because everyone is people are changing their diets and they need to supplement their diets with vitamin supplements and nutrients.
You guys, you and Karen on the same. I don't know.
See, he looks good. It works.
He does look good, but so does broccoli. Broccoli works.
I eat that too.
Blueberries work.
I eat that too.
You don't.
You see, Steve, I've you on the energy side and I've Karen on the supplement side. So, what more do I need?
Donal, I think you've proved yourself a good viewer of this show as well. I think we need to send a mug or something, I tell you.